currency manipulation, the hidden force driving Trump's trade war. Warren Buffett believes these policies could unleash a silent weapon, altering the global economy in ways we can't predict. Is your portfolio at risk? This is not the narrative you hear on mainstream media. Ken Griffin, the head of Citadel, has offered some interesting views on Trump's trade policies. He believes that while the intention might have been to protect American industries, the actual effects were more complicated. Trump's administration implemented tariffs on goods from countries like China and Mexico, aiming to reduce the trade deficit and bring jobs back to the United States. However, Griffin argued that these policies, particularly the tariffs on steel and aluminum, increased costs for American companies that rely on these materials. This put them at a competitive disadvantage compared to companies in other countries that didn't face the same tariffs. The increased input costs affected various sectors, including the automotive and manufacturing industries. Another point Griffin emphasizes is the impact on global supply chains. These supply chains are complex networks that businesses use to get resources and make products and services. By imposing tariffs, Trump's trade policies disrupted these well-established networks. They affected not just big corporations, but also farmers, manufacturers, and even everyday consumers. When Trump put tariffs on goods from China, it made some products more expensive for Americans. On the other hand, it aimed to encourage companies to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. It's worth remembering that Icahn has been involved in many different industries, from energy to automotive. So, his perspective on trade is likely shaped by how these policies could affect his portfolio companies. For example, tariffs on imported auto parts could hurt car manufacturers, but they could also help companies that make those parts in the U.S. But Icahn wasn't alone in the way he thinks. Some people argued that Trump's policies were necessary to protect American jobs and industries. They said that for too long, other countries had been taking advantage of the United States in trade. The idea was to level the playing field, even if it meant some short-term pain. Of course, there were also lots of critics. They worried about the impact on the global economy, the possibility of retaliation from other countries, and the effect on consumers. Some economists argued that tariffs ultimately hurt American businesses and consumers by raising costs and disrupting supply chains. Whether Trump's trade policies, viewed through Icahn's lens, were a stroke of genius or a risky gamble is still up for debate. The long-term consequences are complex and depend on many factors, including how other countries respond and how businesses adapt. High debt can be hard to manage during a recession. Also, think about learning new skills that might be in demand even during an economic downturn. Now, it's important to remember that predicting the future is tough. This video offers a general forecast, and there are many things that could happen differently. We haven't discussed the potential impacts of new technologies, unforeseen global events, or changes in government policy. These things could drastically alter the economic outlook. We didn't explore specific investment strategies in detail, nor did we delve into the intricacies of government stimulus packages. There is also the future of housing and whether it will go up or down that will have a major impact on recession. Also, more detailed specifics about the impact of potential trade wars and also the role of consumer confidence. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on navigating the economy and protecting your future. The company focuses on earnings and financial statements of other companies. However, one question remains unanswered. What specific sectors or companies are Berkshire Hathaway targeting for potential acquisitions during the next recession? While their overall strategy is clear, the exact details of their future moves remain a mystery. Also, we didn't research on the alternative steps that an investor should take if he cannot follow Warren Buffett due to lack of access and resources. This is a problem that remained unexplored in this video. If you found this analysis insightful, give this video a like and share it with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth looks at the economy, investment strategies, and the wisdom of Warren Buffett.